Now we move on to Asia. A senior Iranian official has warned that any attack on Iran will be treated as an all-out war. The warning comes as a U.S. aircraft carrier strike group and other military assets arrive in the region, sharply raising the tensions. The official said Iran would view any kind of attack, whether limited, surgical, or targeted, as a declaration of full-scale war and promised to respond in what was described as the hardest way possible. Iran's military remains on high alert as the situation continues to escalate. The rising tensions are already affecting global travel. Several major airlines, including Air France, Lufthansa, Dutch carrier KLM, have all cancelled the flights to key destinations such as Israel, Dubai, Riyadh, and Tel Aviv. Some airlines are also avoiding Iranian and Gulf airspace altogether. While some locals have reacted, let's listen into what they have said.
در خصوص اینکه کشتی فرستادن برای جنگ احتمالی، من خودم شخصا فکر میکنم این به خاطر احساس خطر خودشون بوده، چون ایران همیشه گفته مواضعی که اونا دارن تو سمت خاورمیانه رو بمباران خواهد کرد و من خودم به عنوان یه شهروند نمیگم موافق چیزی هستم یا مخالف چیزی، فکر میکنم حقمون از این موضوع دفاع کنیم.
ما که نمیتونیم هموطن خودمون و کشور خودمون رو به کشور بیگانه بفروشیم. حالا شاید ما یه سری مشکلات اقتصادی داشته باشیم و روزامون رو واقعا به سختی بگذرونیم، ولی هیچ وقت نمیایم کشور خودمون رو به کشور بیگانه بفروشیم.
قطعاً یه اقدام برای حمله است، حالا یه تهدیدی برای حمله است در است و خب چون بخاطر اینکه یه ناو جنگی رو الکی هیچ وقت اعزام نمی‌کنن. مثلا موقعی که یه ناو گروهه، فقط یه ناو، بس یه ناو نیست، حداقل 10 تا 20 تا کشتی هست.
Now for this discussion, we welcome Mr. Gautam Mukherjee. He is a senior journalist, joins us live from New Delhi. Thank you very much, Mr. Mukherjee, for joining us. Good to see you. Now, as tensions arise, how serious is this warning from Iran and the situation?
Well, there is a large American armada coming his way. The Israelis are also primed. So it is a serious situation for Iran, and they are trying to scare the Americans into not attacking. Now, the key question here is that they're still killing protesters. Official numbers are over 5,000 killed so far. They are also executing a good number. The whole possibility of a war hinges on whether the Americans want to effect a regime change. Against the idea of actually going to war with the Iranians is the fact that the armed forces of Iran seem to be loyal still to the Ayatollahs. They have not joined the protesters, and it is a considerable number in the armed forces, 150,000 people. And so a war would mean that first you have to neutralize at least a good number of these people for the rest to desert or join the opposition. It is also not clear right now whether the Americans have decided on who should replace the Ayatollahs, whether it would be the Shah, the Shah's son, Reza Pahlavi, or any other. So all of this is still up in the air. But in the meantime, there is a 50-50 chance that America will attack. I'm sure that Israel would like this carried out. While there are many Gulf countries that are nervous about it because of what consequences may come to them, and there are several American bases all over the place which could be attacked in several of the Gulf countries. So it is something of great concern to both sides. Iran, because if the Americans attack full scale, they are likely to be eliminated. And the Americans, because it is not going to be a small skirmish, it's going to be a full-fledged war.
Right. As you highlighted, the Shah and the Shah's son could be a possible person to replace Ayatollah Khamenei. How dangerous is the vacuum if the current leader were to be taken out? How dangerous is that vacuum?
It won't be much of you can't take just the Ayatollahs out. You've got to take out their entire structure of supporting structure. Otherwise, the same regime would come back under another face. So you've got to eliminate the entire ruling class. If that is done, there won't be a vacuum, certainly. The Reza Pahlavi is probably the best option because he has already said that he will stop the nuclear program and he will stop supporting what he calls the terrorists, that is Hezbollah, Hamas, the Houthi, and people of that type. So that is very palatable to American ears and Israel. So it remains to be seen what happens. If they put in Reza Pahlavi, at least on the face of it, this is what he's saying.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mukherjee. Please stay with us as we come back to you. Now moving on to